another episode, Daily Stack. And we're starting it off with the reading this morning. And I want to start you with this from our good friend Paul. We've been reading 2 Timothy and gives us good warnings of what's going on right now. So 2 Timothy 3. But know this, that in the last days perilous times will come. For men will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, unloving, unforgiving, slanderers, without self-control, brutal, despisers of good, traitors, headstrong, haughty, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power. And from such people turn away. But they will progress no further, for their folly will be manifest to all, as theirs also was. If that doesn't scare you, make you, not scare you, but make you think we're in the final days, read it again. Because this probably made sense hundreds of years ago. This was written 60 years after Christ's death. What's been really motivating me for sharing scripture on a lot of these videos. This one came up in 1 Timothy 4. Let no one, and I really feel like everyone should listen to this and maybe try and apply it to your life. Let no one despise your youth, but be an example to the believers in word and conduct and love and spirit and faith, purity, till I come. Give attention to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. Do not neglect the gift that is in you, which is given to you by prophecy with the laying of hands of the eldership. Meditate on these things. Give yourself entirely to them, that your progress may be evident to all. Take heed to yourself and to the doctrine. Continue in them, and for doing this you will save both yourself and those who hear you. You'll save yourself and those who hear you. That right there, when I read that, really motivates me to share what I'm reading to everyone. We have a platform here with YouTube. You guys follow along, and it's been awesome communicating with what y'all are finding out of the Word, what y'all are finding out of my training, and sharing life being dad or looking forward to having a family. There's been a lot of that lately. So it really motivates me to read things like this and say, we're instructed to do this. We're told, we're called to do this. Right here, Paul's calling Timothy and saying, look, let no one despise your youth. Rather, speak out about it. Talk about your experience. Talk about your beliefs. Be proud about that, because you're going to help yourself and you're going to help others. So very motivating morning in the Word today from our good friend Paul. He never misses. He never misses. All right, there's two here. By the way, this is the man, the myth, the legend, Gregory Coconuts, the early riser.
It's good.
Two important books in the Coconuts house. This one, and then The Princess, My First Bedtime. This one sometimes becomes more important, especially towards the end of the day. But you can learn about Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella. So they want to, Cassie's really good at reading this. So yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. But all right, so early morning run. We're going to run 6 miles and then have a lift right after. I will always start the morning with these convenient little packets of creatine, especially when I'm out of them in the tub. But I'll just pour 2 of these in a water, get my 10 grams, and then I'll always do 1 scoop of the essential aminos, especially if I'm like fasting in the morning. So that. All right, so today's workout plan. We're going to run 6 miles, followed up by a lift for about an hour, do some bench, do some push press, do some core, and then get out. We're in the middle of a move, in case you haven't been following along. And I've got pretty much one shirt I work out in, and it's disgusting. I can smell it. Like I just felt the wind come off of it, and I can smell it. It reeks. Oh, but it smells of sweat and hard work. That's exactly what we're gonna do today. So apparently we've been getting some complaints about me running in the middle of roads at like 5:30 or 6.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Got a new man on the block. I'm running down the neighborhood and people are not appreciating.
That's crazy.
I run down the center because there's not actually people might relate to this. Do you run down the center of roads? Because I hate running on sidewalks, especially when it's dark out. It's like you can trip over the seams, but the road's always flat and it's always lit. And so I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna run on the flat, wide thing, not the narrow, windy, susceptible to tripping and eating and ruining a great training block. This is also an unknown hack. Never untie your shoes. Saves you a step. Alright. Let's do this. Trail shoes on the pavement. Interesting style I have. Okay, so we got easy run today. Let's see what. No, wait. Alright, this is what we want. Right here. Training readiness. Oh. High recovery. Nonsense. We don't listen to watches. Alright. Shouldn't be too hard. Okay, got a lot of questions on the Instagram, so we're gonna answer them. Number one, what's your ideal body weight or body composition? I think when I'm below 10% body fat, sitting at like 178, that's a nice light measure for me. I feel like I'm fast enough, but I don't lose too much strength. How long have you been building Run Fitness? So I looked at this one. When I really started running was getting ready for a High Rocks in 2021, April, right around COVID. I did High Rocks doubles with my brother in Dallas. That was the first one I did. So I would probably say 4 years of pretty consistent like run weeks, whether that was like a 10-mile week or something up to like 70 miles. But I'm not one of those hyper high volume guys. Do I ever rock climb? I love rock climbing, but I live in Houston, Texas, so there's not a lot of rock climbing here, but I love the indoor rock climbing, and I've done it in Colorado. All right, what kind of car would I be? Just a standard Ford F-150, nothing special. It can work, keep up with the rest of them. Do you think you were faster with a mustache? 100%. But I will say this, I think if we studied it, you probably don't breathe as well with a mustache. Like, I swear, when I shave it, my airways open up. It's because you got this big block under your nose. So I actually did it because I didn't feel like I was performing well. That's why I got rid of it. If you could live anywhere in the US, where would it be? Probably like Park City, Utah. Be close to Moab, and that's where I did my bachelor party. You can ski, great outdoors, trails. I don't know, somewhere near there. Favorite Bible story? Favorite Bible story would be, the one that's coming to mind is the Samaritan woman at the well. Jesus meets this old haggard woman midday when no one else went to go get water. Teaches her what the true living water is, then identifies himself as Jesus by letting her know, no, I know you've had 5 husbands and you're sleeping with a man right now. And he blows her mind to the point where she doesn't even get water. She leaves her bucket, goes into town, tells people Jesus is at the well, and makes believers of her whole town.
really good story about the approachability of Jesus, and just that like anyone can be saved, anyone can spread the word. Thought that was like a really cool story. Got any mental tricks to help you hang on longer in a race? Yes, I got a couple. First, think of like people that are important. Like think of one of my daughters, think of my wife, think of friends, family, most of the time. And if you can just smile thinking about that stuff, it'll automatically, you know, brighten your mood in the middle of some hurt. That's a really good idea. Or just smiling, like literally just smiling through the pain. It always makes it easier. It 100% works. And then secondly, one thing I always tell myself is give me 5 steps. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can always give 5 powerful steps. And that can normally kind of get you right on track. I got that from Ben Canute, really good triathlete. What do you think's more challenging, sub 3 marathon or sub 10 Ironman? Sub 10 Ironman, because I've done it. But honestly, I think it's way harder. It's 3 disciplines. Everything kind of has to go right over triple the time. Honestly, triple the time. And sub 3 marathon is super challenging. My brother's done it twice. I think I could do it right now. I just haven't signed up for an individual marathon yet, ever. I'll do it eventually. But I think just like with carbon shoes, maybe the sub 3 thing isn't as cool. Like, you can kind of cheat speed a little bit. But just my opinion, like I'm not throwing any shame. I think sub 3 is a great achievement. But I do think sub 10 is harder because you really have to get to a very advanced level with all 3 disciplines in an Ironman. How do you try and stay healthy? And what do you do if you get sick? Man, I eat the same foods like every day of the week. Jasmine rice, lean meats, honey, sourdough bread, bananas, steak. It's really simple, really simple. So I think that keeps me from being sick. Like our whole house is sick right now, and I'm not like bragging. I'm just saying, making sure you get out of bed in the morning, do something active. And if I get sick, my wife would laugh at this. My immediate response every time is water. Just drink a bunch of water and go stand outside in the sun or lay on the grass. Not a big medicines guy. In fact, I'll only take like ibuprofen or Advil or something in the middle of a race if I'm in pain. But yeah, that's what I do. That's my protocol. A lot of water, sunshine, and grass. What do you do to keep daily running from being monotonous? That's hard. I run the same routes every day, so it's very monotonous, but just find little pleasures like within the run. Enjoy the weather, the fact that you can do it. Have an attitude of gratitude towards it, and structure your runs a little bit. Say, you know, I'm gonna go 9-minute pace on the front and back end, and in the middle I'll have some pickups for 2 minutes or maybe 5 minutes, and structure your runs a little bit instead of just being like, I'm gonna go on a 45-minute run. I'm gonna go 5 miles. So it's like a little game, if that makes sense. How did I come up with stacking days? I just kept saying it on YouTube, and then everyone else in the comments encouraged me to make some apparel. So here we are. What got me into YouTube? It's actually a really good question. Probably could answer it longer. So what got me into YouTube? Probably at the beginning of 2025, I just kept getting the question from clients and people and whatnot, friends. How do I do it? How do I have time? I must not work very hard. So I was like, I'm sick of explaining this. Why don't we make a YouTube channel and show it how simple the equation is? Not easy, but simple it is. Because I describe it and people would just go, oh, man, I don't know how you do it. So like me, I'm a vivid learner. I like to see things. So now I'm trying to bring that to everyone else. I don't know. I have something to share that I feel like is of value. So that's why we're doing it. All right, that's it. Fell through rope, some bench, rows, pull-ups, push-ups, a good run. It's good for the soul. All before 7:30. Prove it. Bang. So you know I'm not lying. And there's a clock. It's actually 7:18. All right. If there's more Q&A questions, throw them at the end of the video or in the comments. I'd love to answer some more of that stuff or go a little more in depth. If we get enough of them, I'll just sit down and answer all of them. But hopefully some of this helped. Hope you're out there grinding. If you like it, grab yourself a hat, shirt, hoodie, socks, because we're all out there stacking days. Bah!